Right, good morning, guys. Sorry for the lateness of this live this morning. I intended on putting this live at 10 a.m. I had a couple of things arise, but not to worry, we're on here now. So one of the things I want to do is do a couple of live trades, or live trade setups, I should say. So if you can just bear with me for a moment or two, we'll see what we can get set up. And I apologize if I don't reply to anybody in the messages if anyone jumps on this live, simply because I don't have the camera set up for me to be able to see the messages at the same time that I are streaming this live. So if you just bear with me, guys. Let's take a look. Right. So, where are we at? Harmonic scanner. So basically, this is one of the many tools that I use on a day-to-day basis to help me get inside of a trade. This here is what we call the harmonic scanner. This will look for patterns within the trade, and on this one, it's the euro against the NZD. 15-minute shock, as you can see via this here. Now, this pattern is throwing out the shark pattern, hence these type of fins here. And it has a few bits of information on here with regards to like a Fibonacci plan sort of thing. We have the D point, which is where it's currently at. We have a stop loss, an entry point number one, and that's the entry point number two. From there, around 80% of the time, these will retrace up towards these here, which are you take profit one, you take profit two, you take profit three. Now, before I would sort of enter any sort of market, I would check this little website here, Forex Factory. This just tells you of any news that's happening on that day-to-day basis. And let's have a look. 10:44 here. We had a little bit of an orange flag on the euro. We've got a red flag today on the USD. So the USD pairs might not be worth doing anything this afternoon. I won't be on this afternoon, hence why I'm doing this morning. Yellow flag on the GBP. So let's take a look. So we'll come out of this one at the moment. Let's have a look for something else. USD Swiss franc. Right. So again, excuse me. This one is USD Swiss franc, 15 minutes, and it's the Gartley. It's a different pattern. So this is looking to be retracing from here. Now, a couple of other things that I normally like to put on these sort of patterns, as you can see on the top of here, we have a couple of tiles. This is one of the main ones we normally use. It's called an indicator tile. It's basically shown with a graph with the candles. Yeah. So we click on here. One of the items we can add is what we call a Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands are basically elastic band paths, as I like to call them. So what these will be happening, they will touch the outer or the inner, and then they will retrace back to the center line. The moving average is this here. So that's your moving average. And these are the Bollinger Bands, the outer and the inner. And as you can see, as the candles are wandering, it sort of touches the outer or the inner, and then it'll move back into the moving average. It'll either test that or break it and go to the other Bollinger Bands. Same on there, same on there. It's retested a bit, went through the moving average, back on the Bollinger Bands, retested, come back through, broke through, and went up. So that's one of the actual indicators that we use. But again, this one here is on. Let's get rid of this Bollinger Band. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So again, this has been on a bit of it's broke. It's one at the take profit one. It's come back to the entry price. So it could be worth getting back into this, but I think I'll leave that, to be honest. Let's see if I can find another one. And the DJPY. Again, you see this has came down, its entry price, and then it spiked up. It's hit the take profit one. So this is just an indication, just showing you just how well these patterns throughout some winning trades. But I just want to try and catch one for you so I can show you something. GPT cards. Again, look at this one. The entry point. If you got it on the entry point, it went bang through the take profit one, take profit two, take profit three. And even if you had entered here and you got into there, you could have what 14 pips on that. And I never go for take profit 1, 2, or 3. There's a system I'm going to show you in a minute where we just go for a simple amount of pips. See if I can get one on an hour. Euro USD. Right, so we'll use this setup as an example. So basically this one is Euro USD. It's a deep crab, as you can see from the pattern there. The RSI, which is another indicator we use, you've got the 30 line on the bottom, 70 line on the top. So if it goes below here, it could be indicated as a buy. Again, we're going to check the Forex factory. I just wanted to double check on that just to see what it was again. Right, we're fine. We're fine. We'll get rid of that. So, what are the tools that we use? One we discussed, which was the Bollinger Bands. Has it touched the outer? Yes, it has. So we'll be looking for this to retrace shortly. It's on the D point of the entry point. Another one we could use is what we call a MACD. The MACD stands for Moving Average Convergence Divergence. So the moving averages are the lines, convergence, divergence, the mountains sort of thing. So we're just going to change this to 3, 10, 16. And another one we could choose is a stochastic. The stochastic, again, we've got a zone, and we can go, I do believe it's a 20. So 20, anything below this, we would be looking for a buy. Anything above the 80, we're looking for the sell. We also look for these lines to cross as well to indicate whether it's on its way back up for a buy, and again on its way down for a sell. But again, I'm going to just show you one little strategy. So those are the indicators that we look for. Because I'm not getting in on the trade, I'm going to show you how we set up the trade and how not to be too greedy and what we look for with regards to scalping today. So again, I must stress this is not going to be entered. So anybody who's watching or following this, don't enter this trade. I'm just showing you a basic setup on what I personally do with scalping a few pips here and there. So you'll see on your left here, we have more tiles. Yeah. So on here, you could hit on this pitchfork and open up a subcategory tile, which is the fib retracement. A fib retracement is the Fibonacci retracement. So you're going from point C, which is your take profit 3, and you're bringing that all the way down to the D point. What that has done is created color bands here where we're expecting a few breaking points and retracement points, but we're not interested in this as a whole. What we want to do is bring up this here, add the cogs. From there you'll see each color band represents a coordination on here. Again, all you need to know on what we do here is change this second one, which is a 0.236 to 0.15. Okay, from there you can take all these others out because we are only interested in this hitting the one line. Okay, so once you've got that 0.15, you can bring your level line to a little bit thicker. See this bit here? It'll go thinner when it's on the thinnest one, thicker still, but I just put it on the second one along. From there, you want to know what the price is. So the left, the labels you want to put to the right, and you'll see in a minute the price will jump over to here. There we are. So that's you getting out the exit, your exit strategy. From there, you click OK, right? So on yours, with regards to your entry point, let's take a look. We'll change this to a horizontal line. The D point is around about there at the moment. It's just about on the entry point. So let's change that to a heavy blue one. So if I was to get it on this trade, I would be entering as let's have a look. In fact, let's see if we can enter this. We'll enter this on a demo account. And I will show you how we enter it. Right, so we were looking at, let's take a look, the Euro USD. Euro USD. Five pips, take profit. So the take profit was 1.11487. 1.11487. Stop loss. I would have on where we currently at. Let's have a look. 1.12550, and then this was going to be a buy. There we are. So that's on the 15 minutes. Was this on the 15 minutes? Let's take a look. That was on the 4 hours, sorry. 4 hour chart. So again, this might be a little bit slow with regards to watching this. What I'll do, I'll let this play out for now. Seems it's on a demo account, and I'll let you know the outcome of this. But basically on the actual broker chart, the Pepperstone that I use, this is my entry. This is my stop loss. I've just went down 10 pips below, and I've gone around about 10 pips above or so. So this is where I'm expecting to go. So it's not that far to get profit, to be fair. We'll let that ride out. That'll be staying on there. We'll get rid of that. We'll go back onto this chart. So we're hoping this will go onto this line here. Right. So what are the other tools that I use? I use one called the web analyzer. So that's basically the harmonic scanner. Let's have a look at the web analyzer. So this will just open up the web analyzer again. This one's a appeared application. You hear that cha-ching, that just tells you there's some trade ideas there. Let's take a look. So we had one about 11 minutes ago. So again, same aspect. You have your chart, you have a stochastic, which is what we mentioned before, the MACD, which is similar in the RSI. Now these tiles on the left, again, you have two different types of tiles. You have green and you have red. These are simply trade ideas that come through, and they come through in the droves. So on this one, it was called 12 minutes ago, as you can see here on the CAD GBY. But when we look on the chart, this is on the hour setup. So I'll click on this little tile here. I'll change this back down to the 5. And from there, I can go on here on the drop-down menu, vertical line, and look at the time for 9:45. And we see 9:45 was there. So that was called on that candle there. This strategy I'm going to be showing you is called a trend breaker. So we're going to be drawing trend lines because the trend's your friend, and this was devised by one of the good friend of ours in the group, on the team as well, the Ninja Group, Rob Huntley. He uses this and he's quit his job via using this method. So again, from there we can draw this trend line. So we're going from this point here, and you want this to be touching as many candles as possible, going down to where we had the candle called. So you're looking at this, okay? So as you can see from here, this is broke the trend line. I would then go down from the 5 minutes, basically possibly down to the 3 minutes. So you're calling this a little bit earlier. Again, this has certainly broke this, and if you want extra confirmation, you can go from the 3 down to the 1. Now, I wouldn't get in on this trade right now because it's actually broke the trend line and it's gone through. But we can get the measuring tool, and this is another method of scalping. So if you've got in on this candle here, yeah, they're getting around about just up there towards 3 pips so far. So again, yeah, 3 pips isn't a lot, right? But this is all we look for on these type of trades and scalping trades on the web analyzer, 3 to 5 pips on a 5-minute chart, okay? As the chart on the minutes is higher, you want to go for about 10 pips. But if you can scalp 4 or 5 of these a day, which is what I do, you compound your profit. So you get in, you get out straight away with these trades. These compounding of profits, they stack up. Once you stack those up, your lot size and your pip size actually jump up to coincide the compoundation of your profits you've taken, okay? So let's take a look at the euro odd. So the euro odd, again, this was called a long time ago, half an hour ago. We go up to here, change this 1 hour down to 15 minutes because this is what it was. This market, it's a very indecisive market, as we call it. It's just moving up and down sideways. So again, I possibly wouldn't really get involved into this, but we can have a quick look. There's no harm because we're not getting into any trade. So let's have a look at the vertical line, 9:30. It was called here. It was a spike. And let's have a look at the trend line. We'll take it from about there. I'll tell you what, we'll do this new one, the cha-ching. I like to hear that sound. So NZD, JPY, we'll test this one. So again, 1 hour chart. We're straight on the 1 hour chart here. Okay, we know it's just been called at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, it's been called on that candle. Trend line. And we'll do it from there. As you can see, the trend line is what it is. It's going to be retested all the way down. So it's just about to be retested. It's come down, retraced. It's bounced, it's retested, broke a bit, came back to retest, come back through, and it's testing again. So from there, that's what we're looking for one of these signals. And then obviously you've got your stochastics. We're looking for this blue line to go through, which is on its way there, and we're looking for this MACD to do more or less the same. The RSI is not imperative, but however, you can see it's down on the 20 line, so that as it's going up, we can tell that this is going to be a buy as well. So from there, what we're going to do is change this down to the half hour to see any earlier changes within this trend line. And again, go down from there down to the 15 minutes. It's just bouncing and testing on that trend line. So we'll just keep an eye on this for a moment. But for now, guys, this will give me a chance just to talk a little bit about the Facebook group I've got. So we'll leave that chart going at the moment. I'll bring up the Facebook group that I've got, because I know there's quite a few people watch my videos, which I do thank everyone for. And there's my friend Rob. He's the one who devised this method. He's good to watch. His strategy, the trend breaker. So this is my main group. Okay, so my main group is where I get everybody talking and chatting with me and how to get started. If you want to book any sort of appointments with me, I tend to work on a weekday and on a weekend between the hours of 8 and 5. But all you need to do to get a one-on-one with me, go on here to book that appointment. Hi Heb, how are we doing? You okay? And from there, what you need to do is just book a slot, and I'll get on a call with you, either a call or we can get on the Facebook Messenger. And also I actually run here, let's take a look, a WhatsApp chat messenger group, which will be further down in here. Yeah, if you click on that, you can be added to that group and we can chat at any time. But with regards to this trade here, we're still waiting for this to break that trend there. Let's just go back up to the half hour, the one before that hour. So it's right on the line there. We're just waiting for it to break the trend. Again, we'll be waiting a little bit of time, so I'm not going to be on here too much longer. We've got the stochastic. It's pretty much breaking where we want it to. But for me personally, doing this live, I think this one might go on a little bit too long, to be fair. Let's go down to 5 minutes. 3 minutes. So it's hovering there. But that's the two videos that I'm doing, or the video I'm doing today with regards to the two tools that I use. If you guys want to head out to me and have a little bit of a further chat, again, we've got this WhatsApp group. You can click on there and get inside and have a live chat with me. Also, I have a booking appointment with me, and you can chat on there. If you want to be involved in the bigger group that we have, the Your Financial Freedom Plan, reach out to me. I'll get you inside of there. I'll get you in front of around about 8,000 other people and how they are winning with this. Okay, so you're not just seeing my journey, you're seeing other people's journeys, and it's a very, very powerful group. And from there, I can show you how they compound and make profit just like I am. So I'm going to close this video out for now, guys. As you can see, the market's not moving enough for it to be able to get through this trend at the moment. So I'm going to close it out for now, guys. We'll catch us all later. If you want to reach out to me again, just hit that message button and let's get on a call together. Thank you.